Dude, welcome YouTube. While I
Oh,
set
we're
everything
live
up for
now?
the background.
Excellent.
Yeah. Just gotta tweet the link real quick. I even did all this stuff before I hopped on with you today.
The link and everything else?
The link, the picture,
Sick. The thumbnail?
the thumbnail.
Regular show.
Dude, we're in the thick of the season now, so I gotta shape up over here.
Yeah, it's late August. Time to get ready to roll. Time to rock and roll.
You know, some people have to get into mid-season shape. We're like ready in the wings the whole time. We just need like players and people to talk to, pretty much.
It's because, and I always give us credit for this, is because we don't take any weeks off.
Except
Like,
that one time where we did take a week off.
Well, hold on. No, not really. What we ended up doing is we take the month of January off.
Well, yeah.
After bowl season.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's pretty much from like the beginning of or middle of February, all the way to pretty much bowl season. You're getting at least something a week. Like it's weird if you don't, is the I think it's the real big takeaway. Like, it's strange when we don't have something. It's one of those, like, we're always going, so it's not that surprising. I want to talk to you because we got a lot of Tech State stuff to talk about. Obviously, we could talk, soccer, volleyball, both in the mix with things. Did you see this video of this Detroit news anchor that got clipped on TMZ?
You want to start there?
I don't know if we want to start there, but I do want that on the docket at some point because I want to get your thought.
Where do you want to start? By the way, welcome everybody to Squaring Around.
That's
Jacob
a tease.
Rodriguez,
That's
Andrew
a tease.
Zimmel here. On a Wednesday, I was looking at the football like practice schedule right now just to see if I should go out basically and try to do my job again and like look at the team. But you know how many things there are going on right now? Like, can I just have a weekend to myself? Is that okay? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, like, so they're going to have practice the rest of this week. I think you get 30 minutes a day.
Yeah. It's tough tomatoes, dude.
Like, I mean, it's an hour drive up there for 30 minutes, unless you're going to get to talk to coaches afterwards and like they're actually going to tell you something. It's just really difficult. This is why, and I understand why they do it. You don't want to give away the secret sauce, but this is why you're not getting Austin and San Antonio media coming to cover the team, and I get it, right? Like, you don't want to give away the secret sauce. Totally understandable. It would be unfair for Texas State because they're in between these two media markets to have to like kowtow to the other media markets, so UT and UTSA, where like, okay, hey, it's just like a 15-minute drive to go see the team. That being said, maybe get coaches and say something interesting. I don't know.
I think it's because I moved in my sister last week that I'm like, can I stay away from that city during like move-in week while everything's still moving and shaking, dude?
That's another good part.
I was kind of sick of San Marquis for the first time in a long time.
Also, you got to remember all those new drivers on the road.
That's what I was telling her. I was like, you got to watch out, dude. Keep your head on a swivel.
Oh yeah, got to. You have to keep your
just me from Little Texarkana. I've never been on a.
First off, Texarkana, decent sized city. Don't like to disrespect. Texarkana is like a decent sized city. You think of it back? Yeah, there's got to be like I bet there's like more than
over. Do the population. What do you think?
I'm gonna guess 75,000 people in Texarkana.
36,195, dude.
That's
You're
still a good sized city, though.
Are you shitting me?
What's it?
That's like they're playing like 3-man football over there.
Hold on. So you're acting like, okay, so you're talking about the Texas side. It's 36 on one side. It's 30 on the other. So like
50,000 in McAllen, Texas.
You think the drivers are much better?
Went to a 6A high school. Absolutely not.
Yeah. It's not the size of the city and the driver. It's the size of the driver and the city.
What does this defend Texarkana take you have right
I don't know. I'm just saying, like, it feels like it was kind of a shot at Texarkana. I don't know why we're taking shots
for sure. It's a shot at Texarkana.
There's a lot of...
What's going to happen to me in Texarkana? Nothing.
No, it's a nice
Who do
city.
you check in with in Texarkana?
I'm not. You don't check in with anybody. I'm just saying. I feel like it was kind of disrespectful.
Crisp Diet Coke to start off the pod.
Kind of disrespectful to Texarkana. That's all I'm gonna say.
Can we start with some football stuff and then maybe we can kick it around like what we were doing?
Yep.
Like, because the Pac-12 came out with like their preseason lists for like everything.
Yes.
And so I feel like that's just a good way for us to get into everything else.
Yes.
Let me just scroll down to it because they only really tweeted this. I feel like they're still kind of figuring their messaging out from like the everything else.
Yeah, it feels like their comms department still kind of lacking a little bit. You think that's fair to say?
Very much
they
so.
could do a better job at comms.
Very
I
much
also will still bang on the drum of like I feel like they kind of dropped the ball by not hiring us because you could have had Jacob and I, what, $65K a year, like
65. Man, that's so low.
I would do the job for $65K. Just put content out all day on the Pac-12, travel around the country, get a meal card. Who says no to that?
A little meal card.
Who says no to that? I'm just saying. That feels like a pretty solid deal. You just watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer reruns on the CW, waiting for the season to start. You know?
Sorry, I can't take this 2:00 meeting. Animaniacs is on. You know me. If I don't watch my Animaniacs, I lose my mind.
I'm just saying. I feel like there's like, there's something to be said for that. I would also, I feel like they dropped the ball a little bit. I feel like I've seen some Pac-12 content, but there's no like Pac-12 definitive voice. The only definitive voice is a guy who I'm pretty sure at this point hates the Pac-12. It's that writer out of San Diego who's just was like the Pac-12 historian for decades and decades and decades. Now I'm pretty sure he hates the conference the way he writes about it. Forget that guy's name though. I think it's Jim something. Anyway, I just feel like they could have had something there.
Don't forget anybody's name here for a second, Andrew. I can't believe you would do that. Are you ridiculous, fans? I'm just saying. Things happen, right? Sometimes you have brain fart. My bad.
Like thinking that you had the clips, the preseason list pulled up when you didn't.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I forgot we were doing that. So hang on. Let me add this thing to the stage again. Then let me go over here. Show this one. Boom. There you go.
Yeah.
So this is just like the big watch list. I was looking for like the poll, but I know they tweeted it and like it's just hard to find right now.
Yeah.
So let's just start here. Then maybe I could search that up in the background,
Mm-hmm.
So as you can see, like the major like awards being like presented across college football: Doak Walker, Walter Camp, Player of the Year, Ray Guy. You just go down the list. I'm just going to stop whenever we see Bobcats, basically, right?
Yeah, which we saw one,
So,
didn't we?
First one, no surprise, really. Brad Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
He's on the list like several times. This is just the first time that he's on this list. Sully Burns, you guys probably saw that one video where he's like lifting up that one dude after hitting like an insane PR. He was added to the freaks list. That dude is a freak. So is everybody else on the offensive line. I saw Caleb say something about how the like offensive line, Jordan Shoemaker, supremely overlooked. I don't think so. Those guys are always in the portal like the next year.
Yeah.
How are they overlooked if they're getting hashtag paid like year over year?
I would say that the biggest culture shift from the Spavital to the Kinney era was obviously you talk about quarterbacks, offensive line play, man. The UIW guys that he brought in and then immediately was able to build like an offensive line that was pretty good year one and has continued to get better, I think, every single year. I find it hard to believe that we were looking at Texas State for the longest time as like the worst offensive line in the Sun Belt. And now Aaron Brewer is like a 10-year pro. Like that's
signed a new deal.
Yeah. Like, I mean, like that's crazy. I still cannot believe that he ended up of all those guys on that team. And this isn't any disrespect to Aaron Brewer because I like Aaron Brewer. I thought he was solid at Texas State. I did not expect him to be the one that had an NFL career. And you know what? Some of those guys, they get there and they stick. And he's an NFLer. He's a baller. So shout out to Aaron Brewer, man. That kid is
figured
really
the game out at that level.
Oh,
That's
for sure. 100%, 1,000%. So happy for him. But I think it's indicative of the offensive line because he was a guy who probably didn't get the respect he deserved on the offensive line of Texas State because of how bad the rest of the unit was. And now, I mean, you put Aaron Brewer on this team, he'd be fit right in. He'd be perfect for this team. Little center, little guard, little pulling guard action.
I guess it's just like I was having this conversation with, shout out Diamond Jim, Texas State legend. But I was like, do you remember when all the offensive linemen, and I was exaggerating, of course, but I was like, were my size? And he was just like laughing at me. He was like, yeah, I do. Now these guys are freaking monsters. Like that scene where Matt Damon's fighting those giant silver people in the Odyssey, which I've only been talking about for like the past month. And sorry for everybody who listened to the Dave Campbell's audio exclusivo that we had up. If you're not, check out that one because everybody pretty much previews the thing and has a fun time with me talking about the Odyssey.
That's what I was going to say.
But that's what those guys look like. Those guys are huge.
It's the movie podcast that you did that you put on our feed, right?
I put on everybody's feed. Okay. I hijacked. It's pretty much like with U2, like put that album on everybody's phone. That's what I did.
Jacob's like, my actual goal has been a movie reviewer this whole time. This has been a long game.
It's so funny though, is I rarely get out to the movies or watch a movie. I'm still watching Obsession. I have 40 minutes left, but I'm watching on Peacock with ads. And, and I know, but I tried to start over the movie and it made me watch all the ads again. And
yes,
like, dude,
obviously.
Are you joking? So then I watched 250 seconds of ads or whatever. And like, I need the last 40 minutes. I couldn't watch it last week. I was in a heightened emotional state. My cortisol was spiking.
You're an insane person.
Couldn't. I was mewing too hard. Looks maxing.
You're insane.
Anyway, back to the list. By the way, that list that I was talking about before, I'm glad I didn't bring it up because it was just some random like Pac-12 like burner account that everybody was freaking out about. Why is everybody so sensitivo this time of the year? You know, can't everybody just have a little fun, put out some BS list, do a dumbass podcast, do something? No?
Yeah, right. No, you would hope that a list wouldn't ruffle so many feathers, and yet it seems to consistently be ruffling feathers. I will say too, my feathers were ruffled. I don't know.
Feathers were ruffled.
You saw the RJ Young top 138 or whatever.
What happened?
College football season. Yeah. Well, I can tell you. So they had Texas State ranked at like I think a billionth percent or whatever. Like they were so far down on this list. Oh yeah. So it's the ultimate 138 college football ranking. Okay. Which caught my attention immediately.
Oh wait, I do know what you're talking about. Hang on.
They had Indiana at number 1. Yeah. So at Indiana at number 1.
Fair.
Right? I was looking at the bottom of the list because that's usually where we were as like, you know, when we were growing up. So UMass still there. Wyoming still there. Kent State still there. Felt disrespectful. Washington State's in the mix there. But then I was looking and I go, hold on a second. That's Texas State at 124. I was like, 124? That seems kind of low for my Cats. So then I was like, all right, well,
below ULM is immediately insulting.
Yeah.
Above Kent State, I guess, thank God. But
dude,
how far have the Cowboys from Wyoming fallen from grace?
They've fallen. They've always been in a tough spot. Behind Sam Houston State.
I'll enhance this image for you peepers at home.
Jarvis, enhance.
Computer. Enhance.
Enhance image. All right, so Texas State 124, which is like, all right, kind of disrespectful, but go down to 92. Scroll down a little bit more, Jakey. Boom! Look at that. Roadrunners.
I couldn't even say what I wanted to say just now on this podcast.
I was like, Texas State is 14 spots from the worst team in the country.
You know what my thing is? Who the hell is RJ Young? I don't know who this guy is.
32 spots from UTSA? That's like crazy. That's like that's insane. The difference there. And like then you go throughout the rest of the list and you go like, oh, this guy maybe only watches like SEC and Big Ten football. You know what
grinds my gears now? Sam Houston. Those boys have been talking a lot of smack online. I do like their burners though. They are funny and quite good, to be honest.
Well, I like them too. The problem is that they bully Colton McWilliams to like no end.
I know.
I would do a list like this of Colton's 138
There's a few.
I think he has 138 people who don't like him, which it was crazy because Colton's such a likable guy, but it's just wild to me. Anyway,
Dude, that one Cajun dude, when we had him on the pod,
Ooh.
I was like, dang, did we just create a monster? By the way, the Cajuns are ranked 110 on this list.
Yeah. So
Arkansas State 109. Marshall
look at
108.
this. They just put all of the Sun Belt.
ODU 106. Are you joking?
They put the entire Sun Belt. It's JMU, App State, Southern Miss. Oh, that's essentially just the standings from last year. They literally just
besides Georgia Southern being on the other side of the world, basically.
They just took the standings from last year. We're like, put those there.
Copy
Texas
paste.
State goes to a better conference. Put them.
How's San Jose State? Wait, is San Jose State, whatever they are, Warriors, Trojans, good? Question mark.
I couldn't tell. My thing is like, this is
also every team with a sideways facing gladiator mask. Losers, dude.
Kennesaw State at 65. Like, what am I doing? What are we doing?
Jackson State at 69.
I mean, Boise State behind Wisconsin.
Liberty University at 68. What is this? 3 years ago?
Look, all I'm saying is that we were just talking about how like burners make these lists and stuff. RJ Young, not a burner, an actual college football writer, analyst for Fox Sports. It did ruffle my feathers a little bit. I was a little triggered by this list.
Navy's in the top 100. Army's in the top 100. Whatever.
Yeah, it's my
shout out to our service members. But I mean, come on. We're paying guys millions of dollars.
Yeah. So anyway, go back to the other list because like this is what ruffled my feathers.
Yeah. I'm glad you said that though. Here you go. Back to the other list. And we're back to Bo Sparks because any receiver list in the world, this guy's probably on it.
Yeah.
And if it's not him, it's our guy CDJ. Yes, I know his name, everybody. Gosh, sorry, it was a one-time thing. Keep scrolling. Keep scrolling. Boise State getting a lot of love. Fresno State getting a lot of love, as they just did also on RJ Young's list. Brad Jackson again for the Maxwell Award. Another great look for Brad.
Yeah, he's going to be
Brad Jackson again for the top like Pac-12 student athletes.
If you gave me a like an option of like he's going to be the guy who gets paid the most money, I think. Of all of the Pac-12 players this offseason, and that's crazy to say, like, because the season hasn't even started, but I tell you right now, Jacob, going into 2027, that guy is going to get a bag. He's going to get a bag. They're going to back the Brinks truck up because it's going to be crazy.
Do we have have you seen this guy's UFCU commercial?
Oh, Brad's?
Yeah.
I watched it with the sound off.
I think I'm going to make a
parody.
No.
Oh.
I think I'm for real going to make a UFCU account because not only hashtag not an ad, but this will sound like an ad the entire time. But basically what happened was I created like several new bank accounts because I was just sick of banking with Wells Fargo. Basically, I'll go out to eat to a nice little restaurant or a bar, and then they'll take like 5 or 6 days to take out my damn money, And me, I'll just keep spending money because I'm like, whatever. Yeah. Take the money out or don't. I don't know. I don't care. Whatever. Swipe. They don't do that. Okay, so finally, I broke up with Wells Fargo, got Frost Bank, but I also wanted like a relationship with a smaller, credit union. It's good to have multiple options. I also just hide money from myself because I just said I go out a lot. I like spending money. I like wining and dining. So I like hide money from myself when I have like good weeks at work. If I'm working like overtime or whatever, I'll just put all that money in a separate account, just away from myself. Or that's what I do with all the league money. I just put it in a separate account. I don't touch it. Nobody gets corrupted. It's all into a separate account, So I made this one account with RBFCU, and you can look up the story. We did a story on Ken's 5, but these guys that had a bank account with them, they got scammed out of their money somehow, some way. I forget the details about it, but the bank wasn't going to give them their money back, even though they're insured up to, the federal limit, I think is like $250,000 or whatever for credit unions as well. But they're not getting their money back. So I was like, oh, I'm canceling this membership of the bank. I have, by the way, all of like $300 in there that are just like money from my gambling wins. I think I set up that bank account with a gambling win from the Spurs.
So you see bad stories about like banks on TV and you go like, I'm not going to bank with them?
Yeah, and I'm like, you know what?
I've never been dissuaded by that.
No,
No,
who do you bank with?
I'm not going to tell you.
Wow.
But I've never seen a bad bank thing and been like, I'm dissuaded now. I don't know. I'm dissuaded by a lot. I'm dissuaded by data centers. I'm dissuaded by ChatGPT and Claude and Gemini. I'm not dissuaded by bad banking practices. I don't know why.
You should be, dude.
I should be. I'm not. It does not move me. I'm
Who do you
not
bank?
moved.
Oh, look, check this out. If you're not moved, maybe this will move you, dude.
Have to pay with my UFCU card, grab my drink.
Here, a little Brad Jackson action.
Classes in football, my schedule doesn't really slow down. And with a new conference, there's a lot more at stake. Once I'm here, it's all football. There's already a lot to focus on. So knowing my finances are handled makes life easier. That's why I use UFCU. UFCU helps make money more convenient so I can stay locked in on the game. UFCU, banking for Bobcats. It all starts with you.
Can I say something?
No free ads, but UFCU pay us our money.
Can I say something?
What's up?
This is a trust tree. This is like,
Circle of trust?
Just between you and me, okay?
Just
like
between you and me, we're not live on YouTube.
No, nobody else needs to hear this. Kind of reminds me of Mendoza. He kind of has that. He kind of has that Mendoza like swag. Like
There's
I'm not really,
no way.
I'm not really looking for a quarterback that's gonna go out to the square.
I actually have the perfect clip for this too.
He gives me a little he gives a little Mendoza action.
I'm still sharing that tab, right? You can see Twitter right now?
Yeah, we can see Twitter. We can't hear it though.
Okay, perfect.
See like the NIL world, especially with all the one thing that I actually do kind of enjoy, I think the vets do enjoy, is usually when they get up there, they've had us tell a couple jokes and they usually make you say your NIL amount, which is cool because I think it's like some of the vets get to see like the NIL world, especially with all the craziness.
Or wish they were been a part of it.
Was it?
Yeah,
I know. What was your NIL?
Plead the fifth.
Oh, Fauci. He just Fauci. You know
It was
Fauci.
You can't bring it up.
There's no way he's like that. Brad is so much cooler.
I'm picking up a little bit of Mendoza. I'm just saying. I'm not.
You're putting him on Mendoza watch, dude.
I'm just yes. Call it.
Putting him on Mendoza watch.
Call it that. Yes, that's great. Yes.
Wow.
He's on Mendoza watch. It's kind of like, okay, remember last season I had the take that everybody hated, but it turned out to be right, that Lincoln Perry was a better spokesperson than running back.
And he still is speaking. He's speaking to freshmen now. Not on the team. Is a coach, by the way.
100%. I'm calling it now. I'm putting my flag in it.
Not on the team. Is a coach, by the way.
He's got a little Mendoza in him. He's got a little bit of that nerdy type of thing. I'm watching him and I'm like, this seems like the type of guy.
Isn't that a good thing, though?
It is. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying, like, he gives me kind of the aura of a nerd. Like, and that's fine.
In that same pod, they were talking about, this is like the whitest quarterback room of all time. You guys don't have any tats? And so they went around.
Yeah.
And he was like, well, it's kind of like a Pokemon evolution. And he was talking about like Crosby, obviously.
Yeah.
And so he was like, maybe that's what I'll be at the end. I don't know if that's going to happen.
No, I think Kirk said, you don't put a bumper sticker on a Bugatti. And they said, yeah, but you put rims on it. They had a picture of Kirk Chains. Yeah.
So this whole farce that the Raiders are doing, by the way, aside, quick NFL aside, like, yeah, Mendoza's going to be the starting quarterback. I don't know what Tom Brady's doing over there. 100%.
I don't know, man. Kirko's pretty good.
Kirko nasty. Who do they have on their team, like wide receiver wise?
I could not tell you their wide receiver room.
Boom. Okay, cool. That's why we're a college podcast.
I can tell you that they do have political sweetheart AOC on their team. Oh, no, that's Aiden O'Connell. AOC.
26 Pac-12 players selected as players to watch.
Yeah, that's it.
2 of them, Texas State Bobcats. Bo Sparks, Chris Don Jr. Boom, boom.
How no Brad Jackson on that list?
How no Brad Jackson?
Kind of interesting. Interesting.
Yeah, so I think we're right because
list season.
What you were talking about, just like the Pac-12 kind of still figuring out what they want to do, like from a communication standpoint. I mean, look, from July 1st to July 20th, a normal season. I mean, I'm still getting blown up by the damn Sun Belt on everything that they're talking about right now.
Well, yeah, and like, I mean, this looks like a website that they kind of just put together, right? Sports schedules conference. All right, you know what I mean?
Claude,
like,
make a website for the Pac-12
I mean,
right
like,
now.
Again, I'm just saying, like, we're not a rich conference by any means, but we have to be a resourceful one. And I don't know if we're being resourceful.
We need to hire. I mean, this podcast. I mean, I guess this podcast could technically be based in the West Coast if I wanted to pay taxes like that. But we're going to keep it in Texas. But this Pac-12 conference is based in the West Coast. You know how many talented like UX and designer type people live over there? Just hire some kid out of college.
But none of our schools are known for that. Like,
what are you talking about? Texas State has a communication design program.
I'm just
designed for that.
Just saying, none of them are like, I don't think world renowned. Like, they used to be like Berkeley. You used to have like,
yeah, fair.
Silicon Valley. And now it's like, wow, that
Boise State, Colorado State, Fresno. Do you know what each of these are like mostly known for? Boise, you know?
Bluefield.
Yeah. This one?
Air Force dudes at the bar.
One of the best, what am I trying to say? Veterinarian schools. And they also do like a hurricane list for meteorology that everybody pays attention to. You know anything about Fresno?
No.
Nope. Gonzaga, basketball. That's it. And the Catholic Church, shout out. Oregon State.
Could not tell you.
Baseball?
Yeah.
Not football, that's for sure. San Diego. Kawhi Leonard.
Fraud.
Utah State. Straight up the Oregon Trail. I don't even know what the hell these guys do. Washington State, the past.
There it is.
That's it.
There it is.
Let's be honest. And I get it. Everybody's proud of their school. We all have things. We said Texas State's a bunch of frauds. I mean, we're just joking here, everybody. If you want accuracy, go to ESPN. If you want to have fun and good times and good headlines, come over here. It's going around, baby.
I was talking about Kawhi with the fraud, but it just happened that you had already moved over to Texas State.
Oh, well Texas State's most known for George Strait.
Yeah.
Okay.
By the way, can we do another aside? Just a real quick aside. So I'm reading this book on General Grant, and I don't know who wants the Civil War to end more, me or him, because it's killing me. Like, they have a bad day, and they're like, we lost 10,000 men. What do you mean?
It's like the Family Guy thing. You think that's bad? Just try to.
It's so bad. They just keep killing dudes. It's just wave after wave after wave. It's terrible. Anyway, so yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do.
Quick aside, I just bought like a real candle, like one not with wicks, but like the little like wood things that like burn down. Underrated, overrated candle. Underrated. Real candle.
Oh, yeah. I have
buy a real candle from Target. Spend $18. Make yourself happy.
That's crazy. $18 candle. That's literally burning money.
Oh, can we talk about the other thing burning to the ground right now? UTRGV and UTSA, the rivalry is brewing right now.
Oh yeah,
it's so funny to look at. It's kind of like the enemy of my enemy is my friend. You know?
Are you worried that UTRGV becomes their number one op and then we get left in the dust? That we don't have like a regional rival anymore because they put all their eggs in the basket of fighting off the Vaqueros?
I feel like UTSA at this point is taking all challengers. They are fighting a multi-front war as far as haters go.
Yeah.
It was us for the longest time. Now he's got these guys from the South coming up and pretty much everybody in the American. I feel like they're, their fans have come to expect a level of football, which is fair when you have success year over year. And, they're proud about it, which is cool.
Multi-conference championships.
But I don't think Texas State has leaned into that. I mean, for the entire time that we were in the Sun Belt, nobody really cared about half of the rivals, basically. Maybe even more than half.
We weren't winning, though. Like, it's not like we were winning games.
I mean, even when we were winning, though, we were still losing those games. Like, never beat the Cajuns.
Yeah. I get it. I understand.
Basketball was chippy. Baseball, everybody hated us for some reason.
Yeah. Because it's the only sport we put a competitive team on the field, I think. Volleyball, competitive team. but it just doesn't have the same thing. I was talking to somebody the other day. I was like, it just doesn't have the same thing where you're like, oh, our volleyball team and our baseball team are really good. It's like, yeah, but you know what? If the football team is good, it just means something more, man. It just means something more.
I want the coaches poll to come out for the Pac-12. That's what I'd really like.
Where do you think we're going to be ranked in that?
4 or 5.
Okay, so you think the preseason polling from the media is pretty much the same then?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Good to know.
I mean, I picked us to go 4 for what it counts. I mean, nobody cares about what I pick, right?
Well, I told you last week, I was like, a lot of the media has us either at the bottom or in the bottom half. So us at 4 in the coaches poll would be probably.
But out of 8 schools participating in football, I should say.
Yeah.
Out of 8 schools, is it that hard to be at the bottom? Not really.
Yes, but you would hope that this team would be better than that.
You know what? We're already the best school in Texas in the Pac-12.
All right, that's enough.
Boom.
That's tough. When we start doing those things, it's like, all right. Did you watch the volleyball game the other day?
No. Did you?
I did not, but it's not because I didn't want to. It's because I couldn't find it. I was looking on ESPN Plus. I could not find the game. I did not know where to find the game, but our guy Brant Freeman was on the game, so that made me feel sad that I missed it.
Wow. You missed Brant?
I missed Brant's first Pac-12 game. So that's tough. All right.
I've been actually watching a lot of Pac-12 soccer, I guess. I've been trying to loosely keep up with the women's team so I could actually have a take by the time that we get our guy Holman on. Yeah.
So we have a little bit of time left, so I want to talk about this TV story that was on TMZ yesterday.
Oh, so do you want me to play the clip? Or
we can. Well, I mean, we can play the clip if you have the clip available. I could set it up a little bit too. So it appears that there's an anchor. It sounds like there's an anchor who's doing PSA work. Who, if anybody knows anything, you're essentially, I guess, reading some scripts on camera. Here it is. Perfect. You got it up immediately. Good for you.
I am. I'm in Amy's script, the Amy's Angels one. There was the second thing didn't make sense. So I was just trying to fix that part. And
it's not even marked off. Like we're still working.
I know, but I didn't have time because we have to do this. So I was still reading it. See, I mean, I can't wait for you to go through them all and then I go through them because then I'm already getting ready by then. But this time we had to do the PSAs. So finish what?
What I was trying to say.
Okay, because Sean just came in here and said something about marking off. Go ahead. I don't think you are. You're walking out really angry. Jeez, oh, Pete.
All right. Couple quick takes off the rip. That's a professional right there. Because the passive aggressiveness that this is not her first rodeo. And she knew that those cameras were rolling. Because she was like, she had that boiling rage underneath, but she was like, no, I'm going to be cool. Reminds me a lot of a kindergarten teacher in that way. Like, you're really upset at the kids, but you can't be yelling at them, right? Gave me those vibes. I love that. Second off, I don't know who she was talking to. A lot of people have said, like, her boss or whatever. Absolutely no shot that's her boss. I'm saying for sure that's a producer who's just in a bitchy mood. That's 2. 3, and final, the amount of people who are like, I don't know how something like this gets off, have never worked in any sort of creative space. I immediately was like, oh, I know exactly who posted this. I know exactly who put this up. It was not the woman in purple. I'll tell you that right now. I was
not the woman in purple.
I'll tell you that right now. I was really happy that this came out. I thought this was great.
Yeah,
but I don't work in. I don't work in.
Careful with how I talk about this because I'm still looking for jobs right now, and who knows? You never know. Media is a small circle, But if I had to theorize, I think you're right. I mean, they're obviously doing some like sort of cut in for either national or like the local ID spots that they usually do. Mm-hmm. Every morning show, most evening shows in like major metro areas, because this is in Detroit.
Yep.
That's like a major market, I guess, right?
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, nobody goes, oh boy, I can't wait to start my career over there. But, maybe some people do, I guess. I don't know.
That's crazy. Continue.
Actually, I think the Graham Media Group, their biggest station is in Detroit. So,
guys, like, I'm looking for jobs, but also Detroit. Crazy. Continue.
But isn't that an O&O? Who owns Fox 2? Fox 2
dude,
Detroit owner. Let's look it up. Hang on. it's a 0-0. Yeah. Dang, that's a nice job to lose. But basically, these things get recorded, and I mean, if you wear a mic, obviously you should be on your P's and Q's. You know.
Yeah.
This show's a little different. We're a little, we got the sleeves rolled up. We don't have ties on. Different. But when you're representing a news company and a corporation, you put on a microphone and things are rolling. I mean, way worse things have actually been said and released to the public, especially now. The issue is now that there's so few people to do it, you just have to get on a few people's bad sides. This happens,
Oh, 100%. Fox 2 in the background of the clip too. Chef's kiss. I'll tell you what, I guarantee those ratings are up for the next week because people are going to be tuned in to see what is going to happen there. I think it'd be great if they pulled the producer off on like the last segment of the show. Be like, by the way, everybody saw the viral clip. Janice, come out here. Let's get the gloves on. We got to fight.
Well, there used to be, I mean, I can't speak for every single station group, obviously, or anything, but there used to be so much more. Like TV stations were like small cities almost. Like there was like 30 people just in the control room, and then there was 30 engineers, and there was 30 more producers, and it's like when you go to a big story, it's crazy. Like so now there's so few people. I mean, they're going to be able to whittle down exactly where that clip came from and who cut it and who posted it. And also, all these stations have cameras. There was like a thing that went missing, like a phone or something, and we were able to find it pretty fast. It was knocked into a trash can. These cameras are watching me all the time too.
Oh, yeah.
I'm dancing and bebopping and sometimes cutting stuff for this podcast at work. But hey,
incredible stuff. Anyway, my point being, I wanted to get your take on this because I saw it yesterday and I was like, this is great. And actually, one of those save it for the show moments. I think you
gotta be smarter at work, guys. Come on, you cannot talk like that.
Who are you most upset about?
I cut anchor mics all the time. Like I just turn everybody's mics off if we are rolling on something, and these guys are talking about, I don't know, hot dogs or whatever the last story was. Like, I don't know. It's just weird to me. If everything is hot, then something's gonna get out eventually.
Who are you mad about in this clip? Is it the host? Is it the anchor? Are you upset at the producer for going back and forth? Who? Because at the end of it, you see a guy come up and talk to her and be like, "Hey,
whoever is the rat that leaked the clip is the person that I'm mad at."
Okay,
because that's just how people in news talk. Sometimes you get frustrated.
Yeah.
Sometimes things happen behind the scenes.
Show goes
environment. Show goes on. I'm sure like they had no actual beef too.
The last thing I want to say on this story. If you are a person who works in media, because there was a person who underneath this clip was like, I don't know how this happened. You have not made enemies at work, because I saw this and I was like, well, I know exactly that. I know that for sure.
I've definitely said a lot worse things. Thank God they weren't recorded or released to the public. I mean, when things go wrong too, like thank God I'm not mic'd mid-show, like Ellen DeGeneres, like producers type microphone. Like I have said some colorful language before.
Yeah,
just at the situation, like not at a person.
Yeah, for sure.
But it gets frustrating too. But that clip should never have come out. But to say like you've never would have seen that coming, I don't know, man.
You're blind if you never saw that coming. Blind. All right. Team break. That's it. That's the show. That's it.
Well, I didn't know why you wanted to talk about that.
Because it was good. I think it's interesting. I think it's an interesting thing.
Is it though?
You work in TV. I don't. I'm a producer.
To me, I get like cringed out about it. Like stuff like that. I'm like, ew. Like anything like trade journally. I'm like
interesting.
Because I try to stay drama free. I don't have beef with anybody. I don't want that.
No, obviously.
Go into work, do a good job, leave, nothing happens after.
Good for you. That's a good way to live.
Frankly, I don't like to see my coworkers outside of work. You guys get me Monday through Friday, I'm out of here.
You might get me on some tornado coverage on Saturday,
If I see you at the bar, like Alfred and Batman, there's a little tip of the cap.
Keep it moving.
Keep it moving. We're not, This is work. Like, that's the thing. I think people have it misconstrued sometimes, especially like in TV. Like, everybody's so close in like the smaller markets, especially as you're coming up, and then you move up to like a medium-sized market or a larger market, and you expect it to be the same, and it's like it's not. Like, and like local and like regional differences, like national has even changed a lot. Like, you're expected to do a lot. So if your head is not like at work where it needs to be, like something like this is going to happen, or people start tripping off of things that don't matter. Like, why don't we focus on
the
biggest product, or like dating? Like, I don't know how people date coworkers. Like, that's crazy.
It's a good reminder for everybody at home.
I told everybody here, I was like, hey, how about everybody just turn that part of your brain off and do your job, young producers?
Wow. Elder statesman Jake.
Dude, I mean, you could say a lot about me, right? People get mad that I forget Chris Don Jr.'s name. Consummate professional. Like, there's nobody in the industry that would say otherwise about me.
Stuff.
HR training, dude, knock it out first day. Fishing, you're not getting that past me. I don't care what you're the prince of, sir. I'm not giving you a credit card.
I love that. That's good for you, man. That's solid stuff.
You? What about you? You're dating everybody.
No, I'm not doing that. Not doing that. Not doing that. Not handing out the credit card. Not doing any of that. But I will
what
say,
it is for me is like nothing comes in the way of the mission of journalism for me. Truly, like I am so like I owe this thing like everything. Like, why would I sacrifice anything above it? You know,
it's a good point. Solid point. Yeah, I get it.
Especially that one year that like I didn't date anybody and I just won an Emmy, and I was like, that's what happens if you lock in, huh? Then I got the job I wanted, I got a promotion, I got a big raise, I was like, whoa, oh my gosh, I really like dialed in here.
What locking in will do for a guy. Incredible stuff.
I keep getting invited to these weddings though, no plus ones. Tough tomatoes.
I saw a girl on a dating app yesterday.
If you want to take a girl to a wedding that like, you don't know, you know?
No.
It's more like a girlfriend situation.
Yeah. You got it. What? That's like 2 months, 3 months?
I have a wedding next week, and then I have 2 weddings in December. One of them is on my birthday.
The 12th, right?
The 12th, December 12th.
Whose wedding is on the 12th?
2 of my friends from work, actually.
So I have a wedding on the 12th as well.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
In San Antonio? San Antonio?
Yeah. Popular wedding day. So the race is on the 6th. Wedding's on the 12th. Flight's going to be probably on the 14th.
I'm trying to figure out what I want. I got to call race company over here in San Antonio to try to see if I could get on and race in October, because November 6th is my A race. But if I can get like a little tune-up half marathon.
Yeah. There's got to be a half marathon somewhere.
There is, but the deadline to register closed.
Oh.
So I got to call these guys and be like, you got one more bib for your boy?
One more? They got to have one more.
I run a 1:30 too, so come on. I'm going to be at the top of this damn race, guys.
Yeah. All right. Good stuff, Jakey. Another episode in the books. Thanks for swearing, everybody.